What's up guys, Syiler here, and we are back with more level 100 talents coming in Warlords of Draenor. Now remember, these are early previews and are subject to change. They definitely will change along the course of the expansion, so don't take them as 100% set in stone, but it gives you an idea of what we can expect coming into the new expansion. So the first talent up is Chaotic Resources, and for Affliction, Soulburn Haunt. Passive grants the Soulburn empowerment to your Haunt spell. Your Haunt spell now also grants you 15% increased periodic damage for 30 seconds. So as Affliction is based around sort of dot damage and damage over time, that's going to be quite effective. 15% increased dot damage. It's going to end for a long period of time as well, 30 seconds. So I'm not too sure how often you can keep that up, but I'd imagine you have quite a high uptime on that. Demonology, Furious Chaos. Passive, Touch of Chaos no longer causes Demonic Fury and instead generates 40 Demonic Fury, but Metamorphosis provides 30% less increased damage. So that is an increase in a sense, but you're also losing something for that talent, so it's... yeah, I can't really comment on that one, to be honest. I'm not too familiar with how demo plays and how effective the increase, the 40 Demonic Fury would be to lose 30% damage in the Metamorphosis. I know Metamorphosis is a lot of your burst, so losing 30% of your burst damage essentially it doesn't seem like a great trade, but I could be wrong there. Destruction, Charred Remains, passive, Incinerate and Conflag deal 75% less damage, but generate 400% more burning embers. So once again, that's kind of a trade-off. You get the more burning embers, but you lose a significant amount of damage. That's 75% damage on 2 spells. So all of those talents are kind of a trade-off. I mean, obviously Soulburn, you'd have to use Soulburn on Haunt instead of other things to get the empowerment. The Furious Chaos, you have to lose damage to gain more Demonic Fury, and the Charred Remains, you have to lose damage to gain more Burning Embers. So all those are a trade, and it's whether those trades are actually worthwhile. But we'll take a look at the other talents and see if, that could be the stronger of the choices. Cataclysm, 1 minute cooldown, 2.5 second cast, 40 yard range, conjures a Cataclysm at the target location, dealing 10k Shadow Flame damage to all enemies within 8 yards. Now, this was a talent that was meant to come in a couple of patches ago in Mr. Pandaria, but they scrapped it. And I guess that's why they scrapped it, because they want to work it properly and add it into the new expansion. Now also Affliction, it also applies Corruption, Demonology applies Corruption, and Destruction, it applies Immolate. And I'd imagine it would apply Corruption and Immolate to the AoE targets that are hit. So basically, 10 mobs come out, bam, you Cataclysm, all those mobs have Corruption rolling, or Immolate rolling on them. That seems a very, very strong AoE cooldown. A minute cooldown isn't too crazy either, and it does deal a quite considerable amount of damage, considering not only does it do 10k instant damage, but it puts the dot on all of them as well. So, that's going to be quite a useful talent. And then we've got Demonic Servitude. 1 minute cooldown, 2.6 second cast, 40 yard range, passive. You are now able to maintain your control over even greater demons indefinitely, allowing you to summon Doomguards and Infernals as permanent pets. Now, this one raises a couple of questions. Does it replace your current pet, or does it allow you to have both the Doomguard and your normal pet active? That's something we need to look at there, because if it basically allows you to have both pets active, that's quite strong, but if it replaces it, it's not as strong as you'd think. But if it does act as a separate pet, because obviously you can have a Doomguard right now active and a Felguard active at the same time. But will this talent change that and make it so if you have this, you can only have the Doomguard and that's it, kind of thing. If you can have both, I'd imagine that's going to be the stronger of the cooldowns there for single target anyway. I mean, a permanent cooldown, a permanent Doomguard or Infernal seems pretty strong. But one thing I don't quite understand is, why does it have a 1 minute cooldown if it's a passive? So I guess that's currently worded wrong or not implemented properly. We'll see. I'm not too sure how that talent's actually going to work, but looking at it, that is going to be the stronger of the talents for single target, I'd imagine. The Cataclysm definitely being up there for the AoE. And Chaotic Resources, I don't know, it seems a little bit lackluster. I mean, you're sacrificing a lot to gain something, you know. And those kind of talents don't end up playing very well, because why would you want to sacrifice something when you can just literally have something for free without any sacrifice, you know? So that's a look at the Warlock talents anyway. If you have a bit more input on the talents that I've obviously missed because I don't main a Warlock or play one in general, then please put it and we can form a discussion from there on out. So look out for more of these talent videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya!